Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. You guys, I have a different topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And it was actually on my mind because the unfortunate part, it is something that I've dealt with and I am currently dealing with now. But I would just like to know like what you guys think on it and let me know if this is something that you're dealing with or you know someone that is experiencing this currently. Um, and before I do get into it, you guys, I do want to let you all know that I do love my parents dearly. And I hope that you love your parents as well, no matter what it is that they have done to you or whatever mistakes you feel like they made or what they didn't do. Um, did or didn't do. But yeah, I just wanted to also say, this is not a video to bash anybody's parents or to make them feel bad or to make them like pointing the fingers, because at the end of the day, we are adults. If you're watching this, you're probably an adult or a young adult. And, at the end of the day, we do have to take responsibility for our lives and take accountability. But, for some, we know that narcissistic people don't take accountability for their actions. So just kind of keep that in mind. So yeah, you guys, I wanted to talk about how some narcissistic parents, or just parents generally speaking, they may not be narcissistic. They may have the tendencies, or they could be, maybe for some might be kind of toxic or whatever, or dysfunctional. But the narcissistic parents will turn on you or turn their back on you once they realize they can't control you or they feel like you don't need them. It's really sad to say, but it's true. I wanted to bring that up because you guys know the story. Like, I lived with my aunt for 5 years back in 2006 while living in Orange County, California. And it wasn't easy. It was nice in the beginning. You guys know the story. But as time went on, I really started to see her true colors. And it got to the point where, she was trying to control me using finances. A lot of narcissistic parents do that. Or, your guardians, people that raise you or whatever. And I guess what she was doing, and I'm kind of unfortunately realizing that another family member is doing this now. But yeah, so like what narcissistic parents do, they will like love bomb you and give you all these things, all these gifts. They'll like spoil you with like material stuff because narcissists are materialistic anyways. So what happened is they'll do that for a while, and then once you show signs of like being independent, having your own identity, being individual in your own right as you should, then they might start to pump the brakes on it and see like, okay, since you want to be an individual, you don't want to be a part of the harem or a part of the narcissistic family dynamic. If you don't want to be a part of it, then I'm going to withdraw finances, or I'm going to withdraw love. I'm going to withdraw attention. I'm going to withdraw, acceptance of you, and stuff like that. So it's like in a way they punish you, so like what happens is, and this could be narc parents or in-laws. So like what happens is, if you have a narc parent and you're doing all these things for them, you're giving them supply, you're giving them attention, you're stroking their ego and stuff like that, and you're doing what they want you to do, that they feel like they're controlling you, they feel like they're manipulating you, and like you're theirs like for life. And if you do something maybe one day and you're like, oh, well, I want to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or, oh, like, I don't want to do this specific thing that you want me to do, or I'm going to say no to you this time, or I'm going to stand up or question you, then the narcissist, what they're going to do is they're going to punish you. And that is a part of the trauma bond dynamic. So like where you have this attachment to your abuser. So it's like different reinforcements of rewards and reinforcements of punishment, but it's like you still attach to them, right? So like if you do something that your narc parent does not like, then they're going to punish you by withdrawing finances, withdrawing support, withdrawing attention, withdrawing acceptance, withdrawing love or fake love and care, and and stuff like that. So that's very sad, and it's unfortunate because it's like love should be, especially from your parents, it should be unconditional. It shouldn't be with attachments or with connected with like finances or like material stuff, because That's unfortunately the only thing that the narcissist does care about is mostly material stuff. I mean, material stuff is nice to a certain degree, but narcissists like to use that against their victims and control them with that type of stuff anyway. So, but yeah, so long story short, my aunt, I decided not to talk to my aunt anymore after, she realized that she could no longer control me financially, or that I wasn't going to listen to what she wanted me to do. And the thing is, it wasn't like I wasn't hearing her, like I didn't hear her advice or take her feedback. Like I'm always open to feedback, always. I wasn't like that stubborn, but it's like at the end of the day, I don't want to do what you want me to do. And I have every right. You know what I mean? And so some narcissists, they can't take that either rejection or, they want to get their way at all costs. And they may pretend like everything is okay, but behind closed doors, they don't like that you said no to them, or that you don't agree with them, or that you don't want to do what they want you to do. It's like that narc injury. So just understand that your narcissistic parent, once they find out that you quote unquote don't need them anymore, or they can't control you with finances, or they can't have an influence over you, or they can't persuade you to do something, which is pretty much manipulation, but yeah, they're going to turn their back on you, and they're not going to talk to you. They're going to maybe give you the silent treatment. They're going to maybe stonewall you. They're going to ignore you. They could probably even smear you to other family members or your siblings. Now, on the other side, you have narcissistic in-laws that can do this to you as well. Whether it's like your particular parent that's doing this to you and your spouse, or you're the spouse and your partner's parent is doing this, like they could be trying to, intrude in on your household, intrude in on important decisions that's going on, decisions that's happening with the children, the finances, just everyday routine and stuff like that. The narcissist is going to try to control everything, that parent. And if they feel like they can't control you too, they're either going to try to destroy it, or they're going to play these games where they're going to withdraw support from, you both, or, that child, so the child can feel bad and the child could choose the parent over you. Because what that narc parent is going to do is they're going to make that child feel like, they have obligation to that parent, or there's fear, there's guilt, there's resentment, and, they're going to try to play the victim, so that child can choose them over you, the partner, so it's really sad, but the thing is that if you are dealing with a situation and you have a partner whose parent is a narcissistic in-law, that your partner has to be strong enough, and they have to have done that inner healing, so that way they can realize that they are being manipulated, and that they are dealing with a person that could have an antisocial personality disorder, or, narcissistic personality disorder, and that this person is not capable of change. And a lot of times this parent probably does not want you with their child, because that parent feels like, you're taking the spotlight away from them. You're taking something from them, which is their child, because their child is their supply, and so when you come into the picture, it's like they're not in the spotlight anymore. They're not the center of attention, like how most narcissistic parents and in-laws want to be, which is really sad. It's like, go live your own life. Like, you don't have to be in control of everything. But that's not the case for narcissistic parents or narcissistic in-laws. They want full control, which is crazy. So yeah, just understand that they're going to turn their back on you. They're going to turn their back on you and your spouse, or you and your partner, because again, they feel like you don't need them, or they feel like they can't control you. And so you have to remember, and this is a sad truth, and you guys can let me know in the comments, like if you're dealing with this, or someone dealing with this, and how you guys cope. But yeah, it's a sad thing, and they're not going to change, you guys. And it's all about, like I said, manipulation, power, control, and jealousy and competition with these narcissistic parents and with these narcissistic in-laws. So if you're watching this and you're like, okay, so what do I do? Like if, you want to break away from this, or move forward from this, or cope. So what you have to do, you guys, is you have to claim your independence, and you have to claim your self identity and your individualism. Again, you have to remember that you are, yeah, like that's your parent or that's your in-law, but you don't have to do everything that they do. It's not a requirement. It's not like a rule. So you have to claim your independence. You have to form your own, you have to rebuild your sense of self back up, because the narcissist parent or in-law is trying to take that away from you. They're trying to rob you of your sense of self, rob you from your own identity, because in their mind, they feel like, you're an extension of them, whether it's, the parent or if it's the in-law, they want control over everybody. So, but yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, because it's like, these narcissistic parents, it's not about unconditional love. It's about conditional love. It's like, if you do what I want you to do, I'm going to reward you. If you don't do what I want you to do, then I'm going to punish you until you submit, because that's what they're trying to do, is get you to submit. They're trying to break you down, break you down. They want to break down you, break down your partner, and break down your relationship. Like, if you're dealing with the in-law situation, they don't want you with their child. Like, they want you out of the family. They don't want you with their child, because again, they see you as a threat, and they're jealous of you. They're jealous, like, of everything of you, whether this is a mother-in-law or a father-in-law. So anyway, I hope that this video is helpful and insightful. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say too, you also have to work on codependency. You have to work on codependency, and you have to work on your self-esteem if you are dealing with this situation. So yeah, but if you guys want more support, like if you're dealing with a narcissistic parent or a narcissistic in-law, I would love to support you and talk to you more about it, because I know that it's not easy to cope with. And sometimes you feel like maybe you can't share a lot of stuff with your partner, because your partner could have normalized the abuse that they experienced as a child, and they could be trying to get you to normalize it. And you're like, no, I didn't come from that background, So definitely reach out to me. I would love to support you all. You can also inquire about my 90-day coaching program or my book. And I think I had told you guys too, I did release a holiday self-care package. If you guys want to learn more about that, I'll link that below. If you are single, or even if you are with a partner that, like, you're dealing with a narcissistic in-law, it would be good to still take care of yourself regardless. So that way, you can take care of your children and take care of your mental health, your physical health, emotional health. And, it is the holiday time. And so narcissistic people really like to go in during the holidays. They like to ruin it and, make it all about them. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give this video a like, share, and subscribe. I would also love to hear what was you guys' biggest takeaway. And if you guys do enjoy this video, I'm going to link 2 other videos below, so that way you can also learn more about narc parents and in-laws. The first video is going to be called Narc Parents and In-Laws Have the Power to Destroy Your Relationships and Friendships. And then the other video is going to be called Narc Parents Like to Keep You Codependent on Them Forever. So check that out, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and make sure you like it so other people that may be dealing with the situation can hear this and it can benefit and help them. All right, till the next time. Bye.